How about Baker Mayfield? After starting off 0-5, he finishes the game with 21 straight completions. He only threw an incompletion at the end because of a spiked ball. Let's just get into the ending. Let's just jump into it, and we'll talk about the final drive. So as it starts off, here's the situation. You're at the 25-yard line. You need 3 points to tie it. So, a minute and 6 seconds left. That's not too difficult. The one problem is you don't have any timeouts. So, really, honestly, in most situations, you're not even thinking touchdown here. You're just thinking, let's get the field goal. Let's try to force overtime. And I actually think that early on, that is what Cleveland was doing. They were just trying to get in field goal range because it's hard to get all the way into the end zone with only a minute left and no timeouts. The way this play is going to work is that it's going to be zone coverage, but it's a zone blitz that Cincinnati is in. And this looks like it's actually just going to be sort of an accidental play that works out where they have a tight end who's going to run a quick curl route, which not really a quick curl route, a curl route that's going to get past the first down marker, and then he's going to curl in. And they also have a receiver all the way on the other side of the field who's running a route just sort of underneath. This route really isn't, this is kind of turning into a bit of a zone buster. It's not really designed to be this because the play's not supposed to go on for so long, but watch why it's going to go on for as long as it does. Because of the blitz, there is going to be pretty quick pressure, but Baker Mayfield is able to completely get out of a potential tackle when there was an unblocked man right on him, and he makes the throw, and as you see right here, this isn't necessarily how this was supposed to work, but what I love here is that these players just sort of fought the whole way. That's Harrison Bryant, the tight end, who's blocking, and I love how he's, getting in position. He did a great job of not creating contact before the ball was thrown because that would have been a penalty, which would have been very bad. But really good job of just now getting in the way, so now he can try and, allow for a block here. It doesn't matter too much. They get the first down and are going to have to hurry up and spike it. So the block didn't really matter too much, but it was a good setup route and good well-done play by Baker to avoid the pressure and be able to make a throw to get the first down. Also, slight correction, they did not spike it there. They just hurried up to run another play, and this is the play they would run. This time it's man, it's cover 2 man, but what's really interesting here is that you notice how close those Cincinnati players are to the middle of the field and closer to the top of the screen than the bottom of the screen, which I find very interesting because, for Cleveland, they have 2 eligible receivers on each side of the field, so it's not like they're all bunched in on one side of the field. And so there's a lot of room really to Baker Mayfield's right, which again is even good news for Baker because he's on the hash marks on the right. So he has this extra room. This is not great positioning by the safeties for Cincinnati. The sideline is going to be open in that side of the field, which is it's just not what you want because the whole goal here really is to just not allow those sideline throws. But you do have to kind of wonder if just because of the way that this play just the quickness of this play, it kind of threw them off a little bit. And so as you see on the screen, Baker has a receiver he wants to throw to, and so that's where he's going to look and throw. Once this ball is snapped, you see that there is a bit of separation. This is good for Baker. He's definitely going to try and take this chance, get another 8 to 10 yards, get to midfield where you just need really one chunk play to get in field goal range, which is a great situation. So he's going to make this throw, but it's honestly it's kind of a tough throw to make, but he does throw it a little bit short. But watch how it's still going to end up being out of bounds. It was a great play by Higgins to make the grab and then roll out of bounds without there being any contact. So now he gets out of bounds and stops the clock. That's huge. I mean, the Cincinnati defender, all he had to do was just touch him, and they would have lost another 10 seconds there. So just great play by him, great awareness. So now this next play would happen. So now the situation is it's a still a 3-point game, obviously. No points happened since then. Didn't have to mention that. There's 40 seconds left now. Still no timeouts, obviously. And so what Cincinnati is going to do is they're kind of in panic mode, I think, right here. They do not want to allow Cleveland to get another 10 yards. They're trying to see if they want to win it right here, basically. That's what they're trying to do. And so what they're doing is they're going to do a cover 0 blitz. They're just going to, have nobody else in the backfield. It's simply just 5 guys covering the 5 eligible receivers. Everybody else tries to get Baker. See if you can sack him because a sack would be game-changing as it'd probably take, 15 seconds off the clock. So you'd have 20 to 25 seconds left, and, you'd have to hurry up and run a play. You might even have to spike it, but you wouldn't want to do that on 3rd down. So It would be a disaster if there's a sack here. However, of course, the plus side for Cleveland is that everyone has a one-on-one matchup, and Rashard Higgins' matchup will be a good one in this situation as he's running deep down the field, and, with one-on-one, this could work out. The real question is going to be just, can Baker Mayfield make the read to realize what the play is and then get rid of the ball quickly and make a good throw? And he's able to do all those. As you see, once this ball is snapped, makes the read quickly, makes the throw quickly. The one problem right now is that there's not a ton of separation. So even a perfect throw might not be complete because of the good defense right here. But as the old saying goes, a great throw and catch can beat great defense, and this is going to be exactly that. A perfect throw, great play by Higgins, and they get the ball all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Then they would spike it, which would set up a potential game-winning scenario. So with 16 seconds left, it's a 3-point game, and for the life of me, I do not understand this play call by Cincinnati. Only having one safety deep in this scenario seems silly to me. I'm assuming they thought Cleveland was just going to do something short to just try and, maybe, get 5 yards, spike the ball, and then kick a field goal. I let them do it if I'm Cincinnati. I do not let the game end in regulation here. They have one safety deep, and for Cleveland, they're saying great. They have Peoples-Jones running a deep route towards the sideline, so he's probably going to get a one-on-one matchup here, which is great for Cleveland. I mean, that's pretty much what you hope for when you go up to the line in this scenario, because you can't really do too much. You can try and work the sidelines, perhaps, to make an easy field goal attempt, which also you could do against this coverage, which is why this coverage makes 0 sense. But with only the one safety deep, now you have an opportunity here. So Baker Mayfield, he's going to take the snap, he fires one, takes this shot, and as of right here, again, this is not bad defense. There is not much separation here. But here's where the dilemma comes in for cornerback Darius Phillips. He's the one who is covering Peoples-Jones here. And the real advantage to Peoples-Jones as opposed to Phillips is that Peoples-Jones can look over and he can see the ball, whereas for Phillips, he has to look, he's turned his shoulders because he has to try and keep up. So that's, advantage Cleveland on this scenario. So what do? You can just try and stick your hands up, see how, maybe even look at Peoples-Jones, see how he reacts, and try to knock it away from where he's trying to catch it without looking at the ball, which you can do. Or you can try to turn your head back, which could be a great thing to do. I mean, if you turn your head back and, it's a little bit underthrown, you could maybe get the game-sealing interception, which obviously would be huge. But even if not that, you can at least get a hand up and be more likely to knock the ball away. And it's possible that if Phillips turned his head right now, he might have been able to find a way to make an incredible play and get the interception. That's very nitpicky, but I'm just saying it's possible if he did that. But it's going to end up being the worst thing possible, where he turns his head right as the ball is there, and Peoples-Jones makes an incredible sideline grab for the touchdown. Just an incredible job by Cleveland, an incredible job by Baker Mayfield. I mean, listen, I've been one of his biggest critics, and I'm very happy to be wrong in this scenario where he had a great game. He really did. He started off slow, but he was fantastic. Since then, I know people are going to say, well, it was just the Cincinnati defense. I don't care. I mean, if you can torch an NFL defense, it's a great game. And if you're able to make this kind of comeback, it's a great game. So, fantastic job by him. He deserves a lot of credit, and the entire Browns offense deserves a lot of credit for being able to put up as many points as they did and come back and win a game that you were losing with 16 seconds left. So yeah, great performance. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.